Hi, you guys, and welcome back to Cosmic Tea, where I, your girl, Joe, because I'm your girl, Joe. I like to sit up here and spill the cosmic tea. Why? Because I'm not really interested in 3D drama, not big on gossip, but spirits talking, and I'm a listening, and I want to know if you're listening too. So, as you can see from the title, I'm going to talk about Ascension symptoms. Now, I believe I made a video about my ascension symptoms in the beginning of my journey. I figure I'm probably going to make a video in the future about those ascension symptoms. So it would only be wise for me to make a video of today's current ascension symptoms. Okay. And I want to do this because you might be experiencing some of these symptoms, and I don't want you to get nervous and rack up a doctor's bill or things like that. And I want to share with you, and I want to hear about your ascension symptoms because they all differ. Now, I'm only giving you some of the symptoms that I can remember. There's lots more. Please leave your ascension symptoms in the bottom if you've already started your spiritual journey. If you don't know what ascension symptoms are, they are symptoms of you energetically ascending. And they affect your physical body, so they manifest in physical form. So back in my past, in the beginning of my spiritual journey, some symptoms, and I have my notes here because you know your girl is sticky. Some symptoms back in the past that I used to have in the beginning of my spiritual journey where my ears used to leak, and literally fluid, if I stuck my finger right here, actual fluid would be in my ears. My ears would also ring. It would be like a low buzzing hum sometimes a piercing ring, but it was always really low. I noticed that I needed to meditate more. It was more of a conventional type of meditation with the sitting down and the quiet and the type of meditation. I also noticed that I was urged to drink more water or to eat more water filled food, like watermelon and cucumber was my favorite. When I mean favorite, it was my favorite snack. Pineapples, oranges, grapes, or I would be very highly urged to make smoothies. Another thing, or another ascension symptom that I noticed from the past in the beginning of my spiritual journey was I would have a lot of solar plexus and sacral activations, clearings. And so what that manifested and looked like here in the 3D I would have sacral pain, and this is for the grown folks. I forgot to mention my disclaimer. Some of this might get a little personal, a little bit overshare, but I used to have to masturbate more often. I would get nauseous. I remember driving and being nauseous so bad that I ended up having to pull over and throw up. I also noticed one of my ascension symptoms were that my body would become really heavy with pain. I would be really fatigued. Now, this wouldn't always happen, but I noticed that this would happen around the new moon, the full moon, or like big energetic times like Lionsgate, portal times like 12/12, yeah, or things like that. Like that's when my body would become really heavy and pain, and like literally it was like the bones hurt, the muscles hurt, everything just was in pain. And because of that, I noticed that I would have to rest more. My body needed more rest, so I would spend more time outside grounding in the sun, sleeping, or just relaxing. Another ascension symptom from the past that I noticed was that I would see a lot of double digit numbers. So I would see a lot of 1111, 1212, 88, 77. signals from the universe, or from my higher self, I would see more ascension symptoms like that in the beginning of my spiritual journey. Currently though, baby, spirit has turned up, okay? Like turn up, like turn up. I don't know what's up, what's popping, what's good, but spirit is turned, okay? So some of my new ascension symptoms, or some of them are the same, but just like more intense. And before I get into these new ascension symptoms, I want you to know you really have to be in tune with yourself. You really have to be able to discern whether it is heart palpitations or do I really need to go to the doctor. And if you just want to be cautious on the safe side, I suggest you go to the doctor. And if doctor goes, baby, we don't see anything, go twice, right? Get a second opinion. If doctor number 2 says they don't see nothing, go 3 times, get 3 opinions. And if 3 doctors go, look, we don't see nothing, then spirit and your discernment is telling you that, hey, sis, it might be something else. Go with the discernment, go with spirit. So with that being said, the new ascension symptoms that I am currently having are, I'm still having heart palpitations. Sometimes they feel even more like a skipping of heartbeat, like skipping a heartbeat, literally like my heart is skipping inside of my chest. Nausea, not so much where I feel like I want to throw up, but it's definitely more intense and more often. Even with like the heart palpitations, what I'm realizing is that sometimes I will have back pain that has to come from my heart chakra being open or being activated, or sometimes in my chest. I would have chest pains because of my heart chakra being open and or activated. Now, with that being said, it goes back to my little speech about discernment. You need to know about your star player. You need to look out for you, and use your discernment. Another thing other symptoms that I would have, ascension symptoms that I would have, that I'm currently having, is I'm still having the ringing in the ears. It's just more intense and louder. I'm having ear pain, which will alternate sometimes. Sometimes it will be the left, sometimes it will be the right. I am seeing more signs and signals from the universe, but in different forms. So what I'm noticing is that I am seeing more numbers, but they're 3-digit numbers instead of just the 2-digit numbers like the 22, 11, 11, 88. I am now currently seeing more 777, 444, 555, 111, 000. Like a lot more. The other signs that I'm getting from universe are now in word form. So I have been seeing 2 words specifically over and over again, okay? Or at least 3 times one of the words. And so I know that that's Spirit's way of saying, hey girl, hey, okay? Another symptom that I am currently having is my hand chakras are opening. I can feel them more often. I'm more alert when they're in pain. Sometimes it feels like I'm having arthritis. Again, discernment. Sometimes even my feet chakras are opening more. So sometimes I will have very specific pain, like my right ring toe underneath the nail at the tip. That literally, or my pinky toe on the left, towards the bottom of the nail. Literally that specific of a pain. And then the last ascension symptom that I'm currently having, that I can think of, that I can remember, is eye pain. I'm actually having eye pain. So much so that I went through a whole little eye drop thing. And my daughter even looked at me like, yo, like, you ain't got it out of your eye yet? And literally it'll be very specific, pinpoint, right right, like right where it's at. Sometimes it feels like there's something in there, but I know it's not in there because I drown my eyes, and that reminds me that I'm starting to see stuff out of the corner of my eyes even more. Okay, so yeah, like I said, that was the last Ascension symptom that I can think of. If you guys know of any Ascension symptoms that you're having that I did not say, please share them, because I want my page channel to be of sharing of knowledge. I truly believe that I am a master's student, which means I will be forever learning, and I love to learn in very conventional ways, and sharing is caring. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed that video about Ascension symptoms that I'm currently having and the ones that I had. Please share your Ascension symptoms here, because I would like for all of us to learn together. In the meantime, in between time, I hope you guys take care of yourself, and I will see you back for your next Cosmic Tea refill. Until then, take care of yourself. Self-love will save you every fucking time.